Hello, friends. It's nice to be back with you. It's been a week, uh, and the things which have happened in the last 1 week uh, are quite kind of disturbing. But it puts India at crossroads. Uh, actually, that's the thing. Every country at some point in its history gets an opportunity to decide the way it wants to be governed. However, it has never been unanimous, and it can never be. And it's good since the country keeps choices open about the form of government it wants. And that's the truth. Each clan country has been colonized by a superior one at some point in its history. We have witnessed that the lack of willingness among the people to be part of a regime that acquired power in an opaque manner results in an uprising sometime or other. Even in a democracy, an elected government with a despotic tendency have been overthrown by the people, some democratically and others through an uprising. Irrespective of how good and benevolent the governance might be, if its execution is partisan and fails the test of the people's trust, despite the stamp of legality, such a government is bound to be doomed. The Bharatiya Janata Party, nourished by the ideology of Rashtriya Swayamsevak Sangh, is on a journey to establish a Hindu Rashtra in India and an Akhand Bharat encompassing not a few but many neighboring countries. To achieve a Hindu Rashtra in India, the BJP will have to replace the current constitution. Only then would the BJP be able to draft a new constitution. One does not yet know whether it will be based on the tenets of the Manusmriti as envisaged by the RSS or on a model adopted by China. The voting percentage the BJP secured in 2014, 2019, 2024 indicate that Indian right-wing party does not yet have the mandate to replace the constitution. I'm not saying BJP wants to do it, as its leaders sometimes claim. However, many of its leaders have openly advocated it, and the RSS had opposed the constitution even after the country adopted it in 1950, and they are not fringe elements in the party. However, as the New York Times article on our RSS published early this year showed, it has successfully infiltrated every institution in the country. But what the article did not uncover was that it was not the belief in RSS Hindutva ideology alone, but money which substantially helped them in this ongoing misadventure. It is not hard to find individuals from different religious backgrounds supporting the RSS ideology in various institutions in the country. Even the most humiliated, harassed, and tortured communities for thousands of years within the Hindu religious code, the Dalits and OBCs, are willing to be a fodder in the RSS canon, not for self-respect but or the ideology of RSS, but for money. A recent example is the destruction of the Hindu soul, if I may say, in the name of development at Manikarnika Ghat in Kashi. A development for money, not to protect Hinduism, heritage, and a self-sustaining economy is the BJP's model of Hindutva, which is now under stress. Those who have been to Kashi would know how the life and livelihood of everyone in the Hindu fold in the holy city is built around these ghats. Even people from other religions have contributed to nurturing, protecting, and developing this city. The question is that needs to be asked is if the BJP and its supporters are okay and fine to govern for 100 years and establish a Hindu Rashtra. It's okay. But can they develop an officially and legally recognized roadmap like the one the Constitution of India had, that we, the people, that is Bharat, people of India, that is Bharat, adopted in 1949? No, they don't. And I doubt they can. If they had it, it would have been trumpeted on every possible platform of the RSS and the BJP over the last dozen of years of BJP rule in the country. So, if there is a transition plan proposal to a Hindu Rashtra, the BJP and the RSS, in all fairness, should share the sacrifices that we, the people of India, that is Bharat, would have to make for it. because all the sacrifices that Hindus made so far, based on the promises made by the RSS and the BJP, have evidently benefited hugely. Only one state, a couple of corporates, and one political party. Correct me if I am wrong. So, before the BJP and RSS seek further sacrifices for the larger goal of Hindu Rashtra, it is only fair that they kindly share what will be the status of Dalits, OBC, and other backward classes in a Hindu Rashtra. Kindly share the status of women in Hindu Rashtra. Kindly explain how women will be recognized as a human being in the Hindu Rashtra. Kindly explain how becoming a Hindu Rashtra help India become self-reliant. Kindly explain how becoming a Hindu Rashtra will help reduce unemployment. Kindly explain how becoming a Hindu Rashtra protects Hindus living in many parts of the world from religious and racial attacks. Kindly explain how becoming a Hindu Rashtra helps in growth of manufacturing. Kindly explain how becoming a Hindu Rashtra will help in enhance our exports. Kindly explain how becoming a Hindu Rashtra will help in securing clean air and clean water for the people. Kindly explain how becoming a Hindu Rashtra remove corruption in the country. Kindly explain how the people would get better health facilities in a Hindu Rashtra. Kindly explain how MSMEs will grow in a Hindu Rashtra. Kindly explain how a Hindu Rashtra can better protect India against the overt and covert attacks by Pakistan and the economic arm twisting of the US and other countries and the chipping away of the Indian territory by China. Kindly explain how a Hindu Rashtra can pull India out of poverty. I can go on. Because we, the people of India, that is Bharat, are still struggling to find answers to the above questions under the current constitution that we adopted in 1950. The members of the Constituent Assembly who framed our constitution asked themselves the same question while drafting it for India's future. Baba Sahib, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, a Dalit Hindu, led that task. He predicted that however good a constitution may be, if those who are implementing it are not good, it will prove to be bad. However bad a constitution may be, if those implementing it are good, it will prove to be good. If all of us understand this simple truth, RSS and BJP need not worry about making India, that is Bharat, a Hindu Rashtra. By virtue of Hindu majority, we are already a land of Hindus, as ancient scholars and historians have described our country. What the BJP, inspired by RSS ideology, should focus on is explaining to we, the people of India, that is Bharat, even if it is a bunch of jumlas, how converting Bharat to a Hindu Rashtra would provide answers to many fundamental questions of human survival and a growth in my beloved country. If they cannot, let the BJP at least demonstrate that they are good and can implement the constitution in its letter and spirit. Whatever the state, good or bad, they deem our constitution to be in currently. In 2014, people trusted the BJP to make India great, gave a chance again in 2019, and another limited opportunity to do in 2024. Today, the BJP is riding on RSS ideology and is struggling to keep up the trust of India, that is Bharat. We will become a great Rashtra not because of the political parties or the leaders, but because of us, the people of this country. But as I mentioned at the beginning, we are at a crossroads. We have to choose a path. On the way, we can discover what kind of a Rashtra can answer the fundamental questions facing Bharat and its future generations. Thank you for your time. Think over. Till next week.